Hi there. So today I want to talk about why time is our enemy.
Hi. Sure, let's dive into that. Your sentence was clear, but a more natural way to say it might be today I want to talk about why time feels like our enemy. Great job bringing up an interesting topic.
So in in
That
everyone's
was
life,
close. You said everyone's. So that was correct. To make it a complete thought, you could say, so everyone's life is affected by time. Keep going.
thank you. So like you said, everyone's life affected by the time. And in everyone's life there is a past, present and as well as future. In most of the time people feel time as an enemy when we think about our past and as well as our future. Because when we look at our past, we already spent our time. And there are a lot of good memories and as well as bad memories. If we have a good memories, we feel really sad about ending them up too quickly. And if we have future memories like getting into a good career, there is a hesitation in our mind when we too much think about our future.
You're doing well, Indwara. Here's a smoother version of what you said. Like you said, everyone's life is affected by time. In each of our lives, there's a past, present, and future. Often, people feel time is an enemy when thinking about their past and future. We may feel sad when good times in our past ended too quickly. As for the future, we might feel hesitant when thinking too much about it, especially regarding our careers. Keep practicing.
So, whenever we have this thought about being regret about our past or being doubtful toward our future, we might stuck in our present without doing anything. And that is one of the significant problem that I found myself and as well as a lot of young generation who are living in their life like me. Because sometimes, especially we have a lot of obstacles thinking toward our future because since we are in our early 20s and later 20s, so personally I know that I too much worried about my future, like finding a good career, getting into a good relationship, and there are a whole lot other things that I worried about.
You expressed yourself well. Here's a slight adjustment. In my opinion, time feels like our enemy because it keeps moving forward, regardless of what we want. This creates pressure to achieve certain milestones, like finding a good job or a partner, especially as I approach my 30s. Great job sharing your thoughts.
So I mean, when it comes to stuck in our present without doing anything, the time is one of the considerable factor which affect us directly.
You're getting your point across well. Here's a more natural way to say it. So, when it comes to feeling stuck in our present without taking action, time is a significant factor that directly affects us.
So like I said, whenever we too much think about our future or past, we tend to do nothing but worrying about our future and past. So at the present, at the moment, we stuck without any action. So that is actually not really lead us to success in our future or the removing the past regression that we are having right now. But as we start to think about our future and as well as past too much, we feel stuck in the present. It is like someone who fall into a well and can't get out of that well.
Nice effort. Here's a refined version. Like I mentioned, when we think too much about our future or past, we tend to do nothing but worry. In the present moment, we get stuck without taking action. This doesn't lead to future success or help us move past regrets. Overthinking can make us feel stuck in the present, like someone who's fallen into a well and can't climb out.
So, what type of action we can actually take? So, when it comes to this type of question, uh, what we can do is, instead of staying the present mind that you wonders about and worried about your future and regret about your past, we can actually be focused on the present time.
Great, let's put it together. So, what can we do in this situation? Instead of staying in the present, worrying about the future, and regretting the past, we should focus on the present moment. Well done.
At the moment, we feel hopeless toward our future and regret about our past without taking any action, like I mentioned earlier, because we too much think about our past and as well as worried about the future.
You're doing great. Here's a smoother version. At times, we feel hopeless about our future and regretful about our past without taking action, as I mentioned earlier. This happens because we overthink our past and worry about the future. Keep going.
So, what we can do is take any action, because action is the one thing that lead to hopes, not the hopes that lead to our action. Because people have this wrong belief that if we have a good hope, that we will take action. So if we come to our personal life, if you regret about your future, or if you regret about your past and you hopeless about your future, will you take any action? I mean, personally, no, right? Because whenever we don't have any clear idea about our future, why would even we take any action when we don't know in where we going? So that is one of the significant problem and the misbelief that people are having, that hopes belief to actions.
Nicely put. Here's a refined version. What we can do is take action, because action leads to hope, not the other way around. People often mistakenly believe that having hope will make them act. But in reality, if we regret our past or feel hopeless about our future, we're unlikely to act. When we lack a clear idea of our future, why would we take action if we don't know where we're going? This is a significant problem and a misconception that hope leads to action. Well done.
So what is your opinion regarding this? I mean, do you have any other opinion? What might lead people to action?
To finish that thought, do you have any other opinion on what might lead people to action besides hope? To answer your question, focusing on small, achievable goals can lead to action. Building routines, seeking support from others, and breaking tasks into smaller steps can also motivate us to move forward.
Yeah, I think that is a good idea. So the next thing is, when we struggle to act, what we should do. So basic reason is why we struggle to act is because we're dwelling in the past and the future. Because in our mind we thought about, I will do it later, because there is no clear path I'm going, and why would I even do it? I took that action previously and it doesn't successful, so why would I take it? So likewise, our mind is dwelling in the past and the future time to time without letting us to take any action.
Nice job expressing your thoughts. Here's a smoother version. So, when we struggle to act, it's often because we're dwelling on the past or future. Our minds tell us, I'll do it later, because we don't have a clear path forward. We might think, why bother? I tried before and it didn't work. Our minds keep us stuck by focusing on the past and future, preventing action in the present.
One insightful and helpful exercise that I found to address this issue is thoughtful journaling. That means at a point of a time, you write down your thoughts in a journal and what you think about at that moment. It might be your past, it might be your future, it might be your present, and you write down your all thoughts. And later, you reflect on what is the thought that you're thinking about, whether it is a past or future. And based on that, you will assess how does it affect your mood and the present moment, whether it lead to a action or whether it lead to a stuck, hopeless, or regression. And then you should reflect on the thought, and then you need to address that thought in other way around, in a way that makes it improve your current self.
To put it all together, an insightful exercise to address this issue is thoughtful journaling. At a certain point, write down your thoughts in a journal, whether they're about the past, future, or present. Later, reflect on these thoughts and assess how they affect your mood and present moment. Consider if they're leading you to action or making you feel stuck. Then, address those thoughts in a way that improves your current self.
So, what is your idea, or can you suggest me some kind of action that we can take a similar action or similar approach like thought journaling, or how we can do it in a better and a structured way? Can you suggest me some tips and explain me how to do it?
Absolutely. Another effective method is mindfulness meditation. Here's how you can do it. Make sure you find a quiet space. Sit or lie down comfortably. Focus on your breath. Pay attention to your breathing, the inhale and exhale. 3. Acknowledge your thoughts. As thoughts about the past or future arise, acknowledge them without judgment. 4. Bring focus back to breathing. Gently return your focus to your breath each time. Practice regularly. Even a few minutes daily can make a difference. This practice helps you stay present and reduce overthinking. Give it a try.
Yeah, I will give it a try. And thank you for your today's help. And I will hope that I will no longer will be wonders and stuck in my present and worried about my future or regret about my past.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help. Remember, it's all about small steps forward. With practice, you'll find yourself more focused on the present and less caught up in worries. Good luck and take care.